If you're a fly fisherman, Cheesman Canyon is paradise. It's one of Colorado's most spectacular fisheries and one of the most technical. Even experienced anglers routinely get skunked there. We tagged along with a local expert to see how to tackle this legendary tailwater.
I think the simple beauty of it is probably what attracts a lot of people here. You know, just looking around, it doesn't feel like we're just a little over an hour outside of Denver.
The path to Nirvana begins 57 miles from downtown. It winds through Ponderosa Pines to a section of the South Platte known to locals as the Canyon.
There's a lot of fish here that grow over 2 feet long, and they're big and strong and wild, and definitely a challenge to catch.
Kyle Wilkinson is a professional guide who hits this gold medal water in his free time. He says the key to bagging trophy trout, now that is a fish, is keeping it simple.
The easiest fish to catch are when you can actually see a fish visibly feeding. Right there on that edge, there's a fish sitting there, I'm 99% sure. So we're going to be kind of walking around and walking up and looking around rocks, seeing if we can actually see the fish, and you'll be surprised how close you can actually get to them sometimes, to where you only may need to make a 15, 20-foot cast, which most people are able to do. Today we're going to be primarily nymph fishing. Depending on who you talk to, they'll say 90 to 95% of a trout's diet is below the surface, so that's always a good place to start. We're going to be using a San Juan worm and a couple different beadhead nymphs that mimic both some of the midges that we're seeing right now, as well as some of a little mayfly called a blue-wing olive. Fish on? GoPro. Nice. It's finding that right fish, and when you do, it's, you know, it's a pretty special experience.
Assuming the resident browns and rainbows cooperate, these fish are finicky. If you don't make a perfect presentation, it's not going to happen.
I don't think it's as much the angling pressure, because there's a lot of other rivers that also receive a lot of pressure, but they still have very catchable fish. I think the biggest thing with this, it's the amount of food that these fish have available. There's quite a bit of bug life as well, and so these fish see a lot of real food. So I think they've just gotten really accustomed to picking out something that looks fake.
They say if you can catch trout here, you can catch them anywhere. So what does a good day at Cheesman Canyon look like?
If you get up into double digits here, you had a pretty good day.
Beauty.
I would say most people I talk to are pretty satisfied if they catch 4 or 5. This river still, though, leaves a lot of anglers walking out empty-handed. But I think just the sheer beauty of it and seeing how special these fish are and how big they are, it's not that discouraging and keeps them coming back.
How about that guy? Yeah, how about it? Unreal. Hey, that man knows his stuff. You can check out Kyle's blog at troutsflyfishing.com. They also have information about their guide service.